Good morning, everyone. Didn't expect to be doing a video so soon after the Elders Letters one yesterday, but some things have been coming in, and I want to thank everybody so much for sending me links to these reports. Couple of you have sent, this is from the UK Supreme Court, and I'm going to put the links down below to these. Question on this particular one: Trustees of the Barry Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. Should elders, trustees, and organizations be held liable vicariously for what happens within the organization, whether it is an assault or CSA, something like that? Should they be held responsible? Now, this case has been going on for a while because we know Watchtower. They're claiming they're not liable for what their elders do. But if this was a business, would a business be responsible? And they bring it out in this hearing. Would a business be responsible if an employee committed a tort, which is a legal term, within, their business? Most of us would say yes. Yes, exactly. So if you look in the description, both the High Court and the Court of Appeal found in Mrs. B's favor. The appellant now appeals to the Supreme Court. Appellant is Watchtower. So, Jehovah's Witnesses, this is where your donations are going. They are fighting tooth and nail, and just like in Pennsylvania, they're spending so much on this fancy law firm to defend them in Pennsylvania. They're probably going to end up spending more in legal fees than they will in actually paying out on these cases. Now, many of you sent me the link to this news item, and this is Fox 43 News, and I know some of you don't like Fox, especially with the trouble within going on right now, but when they want to do an investigation into Jehovah's Witnesses, I think we should watch it. This is called Witness to Wicked: The Investigation into Alleged CSA Within Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'll put the link down below to this also. Now, please help spread this all over, because they're talking about the grand jury investigation going on in Pennsylvania right now. And we all need to be watching that carefully. And what is interesting about this report is it looks like it's going to be some more episodes, some more investigation. They'll be bringing some more of these out, but it's 5 minutes long. But watch it. And it's sad because there's only 704 views at this time. This needs to be plastered all over, because it looks like, if you look at the description, back in 2003, they started their blistering indictment against the Archdiocese in Philadelphia. And we know how they went after the Catholic Church and investigated them and found they were hiding it just like Watchtower. And look at what happened with all of that. So they're doing the same thing against Jehovah's Witnesses now. And we know Jehovah's Witnesses have hired the same law firm as the Catholic Church did, which is costing them mega bucks. So I will put the link down below to all of these. And thank you so much for all of your emails and phone calls. Yes, it's good to be back and back in the fight. And it's going to get real interesting. I do know that several more Kingdom Halls have been put up for sale and or sold in Australia. And I have been adding all of these to the Watchtower Property Tracker. Unfortunately, Adam isn't able right now to update it for me. And I do have access to it, and I'm not sure how to update it so that all of it is in the public version. So anyway, hopefully, we can cover that at a later date. But just know that there are quite a few. And I would imagine, since they're going to be merging congregations, like that circuit overseer told the Pioneer meeting attendees, probably going to see a lot more Kingdom halls going up for sale. Because if they have to merge congregations, because only 35% are going. Yeah, exactly. Another interesting thing is during the memorial, a lot of reports were coming in of how few actually attended in person. And I also know that the pioneers are all told, and they have been told this for years, because they told Mike back when he went to Pioneer School in the 90s, that pioneers have to be at the meeting, if at all possible, in person. And they're telling them that now. You pioneers need to be at the Kingdom Hall in person. So if still only 35% are showing up at the Kingdom Hall for meetings, it makes you wonder. I think during the lockdowns they lost a lot of members. A lot of members woke up, and I know of quite a few that were going on YouTube and they started watching videos and started investigating. So yeah, brick by brick, right? Another thing is someone sent me an article, and it appears that this article, I believe it was from The Source, and it appears this article had a elder's letter, and they were quoting it, how they're going to be changing all of these doctrines and allowing blood transfusions and all of this. And I'm not going to put the link down below because this was the same fake elder's letter that was going around a few years ago. And we have to be so careful. And that's why I only cover elders' letters that I get from reliable sources, that I know personally are reliable. Because I don't know why, but some just want to mess with all of us and just do these fake elders' letters. And you can always notice them because they will have this grandiose, like breaking news, we're changing our blood transfusion doctrine or policy. So that is your first red flag. Grammar and spelling will be your next red flag. So anyway, be careful out there, and check and research before you start believing something. And that's why when we cover something, we always put the links and have the receipts, the screenshots, because we try to be as accurate as possible. So especially when we have been messed with so many times in the past. So I'm not as quick to believe this stuff. So anyway, you all have a wonderful day. Bye.